Good evening, everyone. Great. So, just want to welcome everyone to our Senior Awards Night. I'm Jonathan Seymour. I'm the principal here at the high school, and we're really excited to have the opportunity tonight to gather together and recognize the hard work, accomplishments of this graduating class of 2018. So I'd like to, yeah, great. So if you would please rise, I'm going to welcome Caitlin Gagnon to the stage to sing the national anthem. Let's pull it down.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Caitlin. So I'm going to get things started this evening with the first few awards. And the first award is the Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents Award. And it is my pleasure tonight to award this to our class valedictorian. Let's hear it for Jillian Wong. The next award is the Massachusetts Secondary School Administrators Association Student Achievement Award. And tonight, this award goes to two students recognizing their intellectual curiosity, their outstanding achievement, and their leadership in our school. And this goes to Claudia Chidsey and Nicole McClung. The next award is the President's Outstanding Academic Excellence Award, and this award goes to the top 10% of the graduating class and recognizes the dedication and hard work and achievement of so many of our students. So I'm going to read these names of students. You can come on up and let's hold our applause to the end. This award goes to Melanie Adams, Jesse Anderson, Gabrielle Blake, Claudia Chidsey, Dana Della Polera, Melina Democritou, Noah Elias Guy, Alana Joachim, Sarah Kern, Matthew Maloney, Thomas Mara Cook, Josh Maurer, Laurel Omasta, Jessica Pasco, Yuvraj Pathania, Liza Russell, Jacob Wengler, Lucas Walbach, and Jillian Wong. Congratulations. The next award is the Principal's Leadership Award, and this award goes to students who have served multiple years as elected student officers and leaders in our class office or in the student council. So I'd like the following students to come on up. Connor Heilman, the senior class president. Matt Maloney, the senior class vice president. Jess Pasco, the senior class treasurer. Ellison Seymour, the senior class secretary. Olivia Doobie, the student council co-president. Savannah Silva, our student council co-president. And Alana Wakeham, the student council treasurer. All right. So the next award is called the Principal's Award, and this award goes to students who have demonstrated leadership in our school. So obviously the students that we just had here have been elected and have served the school and have done, countless hours organizing and doing all kinds of things. But student leadership comes in many forms, and this award is to recognize students who are leaders throughout the school, even though they may not be elected to an office, through their school spirit, through setting an example, a positive example for others to follow, for taking initiative and starting things here at our school, and we just want to recognize that leadership as well. So would the following students come on up, and again, let me read this list, and let's recognize them at the end. Christopher Bauer, Christopher Burak, John Kane, Giovanna De La Fuente, Noah Fitzgerald, Grace Giannatsis, Mary Hughes, Alec Croto, Emily McFarland, Madison McSherry, Christine Nelson, Haley Palermo, Yuvraj Pathania, Alec Parati, and Emily Sties. Congratulations. Let's come across here. So the next award is called the President's Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. And this award goes to 4 students and seeks to recognize the perseverance that all students go through, right? There are always challenging times, and we're particularly proud of these students for their perseverance, their dedication, and ultimately their student achievement here at Pentucket High School over the last 4 years. So we'd like to recognize Melanie Adams, Joseph Callahan, Kyle Costello, and Emma Kiley. All right, so that's it for me for a while. I'll be back later in the program. I'd like to introduce Melissa Sarasulo to award the Donald Beaton Haverhill Rotary Club Scholarship.
Wow, it's bright up here, huh? So I'm Melissa Sarasulo. I am president of the Haverhill Rotary Club, and I'm here to present the Donald Beaton Haverhill Rotary Club Scholarship. I have the pleasure of serving in the Rotary Club with Terry Beaton, so we're really happy to be here tonight. And we'd like to honor Sarah Kern for her achievement this year. Thank you so much.
Gotta prove you were here, right? Okay, I'd like to welcome Mike McGrath and Steve Ringette for the next award. Hey guys, good to see you.
Okay, I'm over 50. I'd like to welcome the class of 2018. Yet I haven't recognized anybody yet, so I guess that's a plus. I want to thank all the parents, all the faculty for coming out tonight in honor of the Chief James A. Flynn Jr. I want to give you a little timeline. Jim and Eileen walked these halls. They graduated in 1972 here at Pentucket High. Chief Flynn started his career in Merrimack in 1976 and became the acting chief in 1983. In 1984, he became the permanent chief, where he retired in 2011. During that time, Eileen and Jim were married in 1977, and they also had two children, Jen and Kelly, who also walked these halls at Pentucket High, year 2000 and 2002. Chief Flynn hired me in 1988. I first started at the Groveland Police Department in 1980 and went on to Northern Essex for criminal justice. I also graduated here in 1976. So I'm proud to be up here. I'm proud to be up here at giving this award out. Chief Flynn retired in 2011. Unfortunately, in 2016, Chief Flynn passed away with after fighting a battle of ALS, and that's why we're here. So Jim left. He left his wife, daughters, and grandchildren behind, and he also, I lost my best friend. So, further ado, I'd like to introduce Stephen Ringette. It being Memorial Day a couple days ago, he did one tour in Iraq, so let's give him a hand.
So at the inception of the public safety classes that you guys have graciously taken on, we've been able to connect with young adults and students just like yourselves. I think in this time, there's a lot of good going on, and unfortunately for us, there are some bruises going on too. So it allows us to communicate with students as well as parents, give them an inside look at what we do, and I think better connect with the youth in our three communities. I can say that between Groveland, Merrimack, and West Newbury, I think we have a pretty good public safety group that works well with our schools, and hopefully to continue that. So what the Patrolmen's Association did, we started a scholarship, this being the first year. It's a scholarship in memory of Chief James Flynn. So we have Miss Eileen Flynn up here with us, and on behalf of the Merrimack Police Department, I'd like to award this to William McDonough of West Newbury.
Just one thing. When he wrote his essay, the first line goes, "Gee, I think being a cop would be cool." He's right on.
Thank you. Next is Judy Bachman on behalf of the Pentucket Music Boosters.
It is bright. The Music Boosters, yes, I need them, is a fundraising organization that started about 4.5 years ago, and we provide assistance to students in the Music Conservatory, which includes the jazz bands, chorus, concert bands, marching bands, and percussion, just to name a few. This gives students access to music and to instruments and musical opportunities. We also give an annual scholarship. This year, it gives me great pleasure to award our scholarship to Noah Elias Guy. Thank you.
Next presenter is Christine Redding for the Arts Foundation.
All right, thank you. So I'm here on behalf, to begin with, for the Pentucket Arts Foundation, which supports a lot of activities both within the school and within the community, supporting any of the arts, whether it's our performance arts or musical arts or anything that this past month seems to be, every night there seems to be a concert or an art festival or a viewing of wonderful paintings and drawings and tape art and everything like that. So we would like to encourage students who have had a great time while they're at Pentucket taking part in the arts to go on into their college career to be part of the arts with either their major or their minor. So we had 4 applications this year, and we typically only fund 2 applications. But this year, due to the generosity of one of our donors, James Manfield, who happens to be my dad, he actually funded 2 additional scholarships. So we were very happy that we could award scholarships this year to all 4 students who will be going to college and continuing their arts endeavors for whatever it might be in college. The first one is Madison Shute. And Noah Elias Guy. And Victoria Kelleher. And Epke Paquette. Now I take off my art hat and I put on my soccer mom hat. And I'm happy to announce that there were quite a few soccer players who are going to be going on to college and submitted applications for their endeavors in college. And we have awarded 2 boys and 2 girls scholarships. The first one is Jacob Dixon. And Rachel Drislane. And Ashlyn Haley. And William McDonough.
I'd like to welcome Elena Backrack, who will have several scholarships to award tonight. That's your first one.
I do remember how bright this is up here. So in addition to representing a couple of different organizations, I'm also here as a mom of a senior, and I want to... So I really want to take a moment and congratulate Min and all of his wonderful classmates on your achievements. So first, I am here as the vice chair of the West Newburytown Democratic Committee. And at the end of last year, the committee made a decision unanimously to recognize one of its longtime leaders, Kathy Pasquina, who was moving to Newburyport, so no longer could be participating in our committee, and wanted to do something to recognize all that she had done on behalf of the West Newburytown Democratic Committee. So we established the Kathy Pasquina Civic Engagement Scholarship in her honor. It's a $1,000 scholarship. It'll be an annual award, so this is the first year. And we are delighted this evening to present it to Liza Russell. So I'm also here as the executive director of the Newburyport Art Association, and our mission is really three-pronged. We are dedicated to exhibition opportunities for area artists, to education, and to community outreach. And we have a program that we have named for many years now called ArtLink, and this is the umbrella name that we give to a number of programs that we sponsor throughout the academic year in partnership with area schools. We offer classes and workshops, we have gallery visits, we have an annual, very well-subscribed Young and Budding Artist Show that we run generally in the month of March, and all of these activities culminate in the spring with the awarding of several scholarships across area schools. And I'm pleased this evening to present 2 awards. The first is being presented in honor of a former member who passed away a few years ago, and her family established the scholarship in her memory. Her name is Sue Keller, and it is my pleasure this evening to present the Sue Keller Memorial Scholarship Award to Max Masterson. And the second award I'm presenting this evening has traditionally been presented here at Pentucket. It is in honor of one of our founding members. The organization, the Art Association, was founded in 1948, and Laura Coombs Hills, who was a pastel artist, was one of the founding members, and this scholarship was established in her honor. This scholarship is being presented to Samantha Athanasopoulos.
I'd like to welcome Callister Greenbird and Margaret Toomey for the next scholarship.
Okay. Unfortunate, an emergency came up, and Margaret Toomey was not able to be here tonight. I would just like to give a little bit of background information about the League of Women Voters of Greater Haverhill. I am one of the founding members of the organization, and since my background was education, I really took a lead and interested in that. So we decided in 2015 that we would establish scholarships. And when we started out, we just started with Haverhill High because we were in Haverhill. And as things progressed and we extended to the greater Haverhill area, we included Pentucket. Last year, we had 2 students from Pentucket that received an award. This year, we excited that we have expanded to include Haverhill, Whittier Votech, and again, Pentucket Regional High School. The exciting thing is that we have now increased the amount of the scholarships. It will be an annual scholarship for $500 for each of the schools. So it gives me great honor and great pleasure that this year the recipient for Pentucket Regional is Jessica Pasco, who will receive that.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Ed Zalewski for the Zach Zalewski Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening, graduates, and the parents of the graduates. You've all done a great job. I'm here tonight to present the scholarship we established in our son Zach's name. We lost him tragically 6 years ago. He was a great kid, loved by an awful lot of people. We established a scholarship. We have a bowl-a-thon for him, and all his friends and their associates and workers come together in Amesbury in May to raise money for the scholarship. And we hear an awful lot of stories about Zach, some good, some not so good. Tonight, Mr. Ruland approached my wife and I and spoke to us how he had Zach back in his freshman year in English. And it was very nice to hear what he had to say. It makes coming up here a lot easier. So I want to present Jessica Colbert and Elise Linehan of the Zach Zalewski Memorial Scholarship.
I'd like to welcome Mrs. Conover for the Page School PTO Scholarship.
Each year, the West Newbury Page School PTO forms a scholarship evaluation committee, selecting one male and one female to be scholarship award recipients. Students eligible for the scholarship must have attended the West Newbury Page School and have completed an application. Applicants are evaluated based upon a combination of elements including academics, activities, community service work, and part-time work as well, and each candidate's written remarks. On behalf of the Page School PTO Scholarship Evaluation Committee, I'd like to thank all of the applicants for their efforts and wish you every success in the future. The recipients of this year's scholarship awards include students who juggled sports, leadership roles, community service, part-time jobs, and strong academics. Both recipients are talented writers and shared common themes in their essays about dedication, hard work, and a determination for success and helping others. The 2018 Page School PTO Scholarship Awards go to Kane Skibby and Fiona Hill.
Our next presenter is Mrs. Sullivan on behalf of the Pentucket Athletic Association.
Good evening. Each year, the Pentucket Athletic Association awards scholarships to graduating seniors who have participated in the athletic programs here at Pentucket. Student athletes submit a short essay detailing their experience, how it's impacted themselves, demonstrating qualities of good sportsmanship, dependability, and commitment. And on behalf of the Pentucket Athletic Association, it is my pleasure to announce 8 recipients who each will receive a $500 scholarship. There's 4 females and 4 males, and I'm going to read the names, and if you want to hold your applause, and they can all come up and get their awards. The female recipients are Ashlyn Haley, Samantha Matthews, Siobhan O'Keefe, and Sage Tedesco. And the 4 males are Mark Lundy, Thomas Moore Cook, Liam McDonough, and Lucas Walbach. See how I do this.
Next up is Stuart Dean from the Exchange Club. Here you go. Thank you.
For close to 40 years, Tony Fusco worked with the Exchange Club of Greater Newburyport to make our communities better places in which to live, raising funds for the prevention of child abuse, honoring the American spirit, supporting youth activities, and providing general community service where needed. We lost Tony this last June, but his spirit lives on in our memories and in the creation of a new memorial scholarship, the Exchange Club Anthony J. Fusco Community Service Award. Each year we'll give $1,000 to a Pentucket graduate. Tony lived in West Newbury and his family came through Pentucket. And the selection will be for the community spirit that's represented by Tony's memory. This year our selection, as selected by a written essay, is Lucas Walbach of Groveland. Lucas wrote in his essay, "My aspirations are simple. I'd like to help people. I'd like to make an impact on the world." And I think he's on already a good start. Tony would have been proud of this selection, and we're happy to make the scholarship presentation, which actually will be handed out June 5th at our regular meeting at the Starboard Galley. So, congratulations.
I'd like to welcome Edward White from the Essex Agricultural Society. Hello. This is a certificate for the student. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Edward White. I'm a member of the Executive Board of Topsfield Fair that is the operator of the society. Every year we've really increased our scholarship program. This year we had 146 applications. And I'll tell you, it took, probably 2 weeks for me to read through them. And I want to compliment the faculty and staff at this school, particularly for the quality of applicants we receive from your school. Your guidance department is going to be doing a wonderful job. Thank you very much. We have really tried to ratchet up our scholarship program at Topsfield Fair. Last year, we gave out $46,000. This year, it's probably going to be just about $47,000. We give $1,000 scholarships, and we're just starting to give out $2,000 scholarships to very special people. But this year's scholarship from the Essex Agricultural Society, Topsfield Fair, which I have to tell you, it's our 200th anniversary this year. Come to the... See you at Topsfield Fair, September 28th to August 8th. It's going to be at 200, some pretty cool entertainment, some pretty cool, interesting stuff happening. This year's award goes to Olivia Edick. Come on up, please. We also invite all our recipients to a banquet. We have a volunteer picnic every summer for all of our volunteers, and we like to have our volunteer recipients come and get recognized there. So we'd love to see you this summer if possible. Congratulations. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to introduce Lorraine Crook for the Dr. Douglas V. Crook Memorial Scholarship.
It is bright. This year's recipient is Savannah Silver. Savannah, I took some time and read your application and was extremely impressed. You're quite the young lady. You, of course, were in many activities, from swim team for 4 years to student council and the drama club and theater. But one that caught my eye was the one that you named Best Friends, and that was for inclusion of special education for those students here at Pentucket that might need that assistance and camaraderie. And I applaud you for that, because I think in all our schools there needs to be more inclusion, and that's very good. And you started that in your junior year, is that correct? And senior year, right? And you have someone that's going to carry it on. Yeah. Great. You also, along with keeping a very good GPA average, which I checked, did many community activities, and some were fundraising for St. Jude's Research Hospital. You did a volunteer internship at Anna Jake's, and other fundraising things in the community. The thing that I was also very happy to see was that you're going into Simmons, you've been accepted to Simmons Nursing School, which is really wonderful. Behind you here is Douglas Crook. He is the grandson of Dr. Douglas Crook. And this is my daughter, Carrie. So they've joined me tonight. And also, Douglas has a daughter, Deborah, who is also a nurse. And I also am an RN and went on to be a nurse practitioner as one of your goals as I was reading. And then I even stepped a little further into the world of nursing and became a certified nurse midwife. So, and Douglas was so supportive of all that. It's a little shaky. Douglas passed just 8 months ago, but he was a very strong person. He had from the beginnings of in high school, he had a very strong ethics and commitment to the path he was going to lead in life. He was in the war, and when at the end, he finished his education at Harvard Medical School, but instead of staying in academia, he came back to Groveland, and there was a Dr. Bagnall there, who was a family practice doctor, and that's what Doug did. He joined in and became part of that practice. And he stayed with that until the specialties started coming in, and all the docs were doing specialties in all kinds of orthopedics or pediatrics or whatever. And he went back at age 40 and into Tufts University and did a 3-year residency with all the young ones. and then came back and became partners with Summer OBGYN, which was located in Haverhill. And he delivered many, many patients. The count was up around 9,000 to 10,000 between when he was in Boston doing all this work and here in the area. He loved what he did. He loved his patients. He loved their families, because it wasn't just the person he saw in his office, it was the all-inclusive, how's everything going with your family? He was very active in the community, which I think that I was pleased to see. You have so much going now, and I might add that Savannah worked part-time during while she was going to school and doing all these activities. So he was on the Board of Health. He was medical examiner for the Essex County. He just multiple committee meetings in the hospital. He just was reaching out and giving. And you might think, well, what is his connection with Pentucket Regional School? And he actually, back in the day, before there was a regional school here, high school, he and Don Beaton and others in the community got together, and they started from scratch, raising the bonds and doing everything that was going to make this a reality. And then they were very good friends. They also served on the chairman, what do I want to say? The board. School board. So he really has a big connection here. 3 of his children did graduate from here also. So, and this was one of his last wishes, was that we have someone such as you to carry on. And I have this certificate, but I also have something very special, and I'll try to get through it. It's a tiny angel, and I had it. My granddaughter, Emma, Carrie's daughter, gave it to me during the last stages of Doug's life, and I want you to have it. Thank you so much. When you're feeling joyous, when you're feeling stressed, know his mojo is there, and it'll carry you on. Thank you so much. You're so welcome.
Thank you guys.
Our next presenter is Mr. Lavasco for the Tyler Lavasco Memorial Scholarship.
It is bright up here. My name is Gabriella Moores. I'm an employee of the town of Middleton, and I am a coworker with Tyler Lovasco's father. We established this memorial scholarship for Tyler Lovasco this year. He was a graduate of the class of 2007 here at Pentucket Regional, and he was very involved in the music program here. Tyler was a wonderful kid, and he unexpectedly passed away over Christmas Eve this year. We wanted to do something in honor of Tyler's memory because he loved Pentucket so much. Tonight we have Tyler's father, Sam, who's here to present the award, and he has a few words to say.
Hello. Good evening, class of 2018. I want to thank all the applicants to the Tyler S. Lovasco Memorial Scholarship. Tyler was amazing. Sorry. He enjoyed the time here at Pentucket High School. And I'm proud to have a scholarship in his name. At this time, it is my honor to present the scholarship to Fiona Hill.
Our next presenter is Arthur Evans from the Merrimack Lions Club.
Hi, I'm Arthur Evans from the Merrimack Lions Club, and it's my first time doing it in Pentucket, but I've been walking through these doors since 1959 when it opened. But we got 3 class seniors this year that I'm proud to have been part of picking them and presenting to them. A Melanie Adams, Brittany Taylor, where's the other one? Put up with me for a minute, would you please? Nathaniel Candage. Thank you. When I was helping pick out these things, we had 7 or 8 kids, ladies and gentlemen, not kids. But we had some fun with Nathan, and he is quite a community guy for Merrimack. I don't know, where is he?
He's in Merrimack.
He's in Merrimack. Yeah, he's quite a guy, as all he is know. He's quite a community guy. Neighborhood people know him and love him on Hadley Road in Merrimack. And when I researched on Melanie Adams, I had a little guy is a neighbor of theirs, and when he knew she was in the running for it, we talked to him about her, and he was, wow, we know her very well. She's a high-class lady, was the president of the National Honor Society for this year, wasn't it right? So when he got through talking to us, he goes, wow, that's one heck of a pick. And then we went to Brittany Taylor, And there's a gal that's totally committed to the Lions Club, to the town of Merrimack for her public service. She's done everything that you can imagine for the Lions Club, from all of the functions we run. She's been doing it for a couple of years with us. And as of June 13th, she'll be the youngest one in this area inducted into the Merrimack Lions Club. She'll be the third lady in it. So I'm really proud of the three that we picked, and I'm sure that their parents are real proud of them too, not only because of their participation in community service, but their participation in Pentucket Regional. So I gotta find Nathan, it's not here.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, Evans, right? This is our friend Mr. Evans' father, right? So next up is Cindy Souter for the Remax on the River Scholarship. There you go. Thank you.
Hi. Can't see a thing. One of the things I love about working in real estate is we have a pool of people that can put resources together to do good for the community. And one of the things that we do is to take money from our commission checks and donate it to school scholarships. And this year's recipient is an engineering major going forward in college. And I have a son that graduated from engineering at Northeastern University last year, and one thing he kept telling me is that there were no girls anywhere in any of his classes in the engineering program. So I have to say to Liza, you go girl.
Please welcome Yola McCarthy.
And no, Nate, it's not going to be short. This is our 9th year giving out the Matthew McCarthy Scholarship. The committee reviews the applications for the following qualities: school spirit, respectful and supportive of their peers in all school activities, and peer recommendations. A little background about Matt. Matt was befriended those who others did not. He watched out for his friends and classmates in and out of school, enjoyed and attended all school activities to support his classmates, and attended many events. Matt was looked up to by many and had respect of teachers, coaches, adults, and students. He always went out of his way to help someone in need and stood up for those who could not stand up for themselves. He treated everyone with respect and as an equal. The school committee is pleased to announce the 2018 scholarship winners: Isabel Doyle, William McDonough, Brandon Wilbur, and Nathan McCarthy.
Next presenter is Chris Smith for the Bob Smith Memorial Lacrosse Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. I want to say congratulations to all the seniors and to their parents. It certainly is a milestone. You may not appreciate it now, but you will. My husband, Bob, was a coach, board member, and parent involved with lacrosse in the Pentucket Youth Lacrosse Program. He loved coaching his own children, Dylan and Kelly, who are past graduates of Pentucket High, in a variety of sports, but it was the girls' lacrosse program that he loved the best. He coached Kelly and many other young women over several years in the program, and it was just near and dear to his heart. He enjoyed mentoring kids and sharing his passion for good sportsmanship and fun. He served as president of the Pentucket Youth Lacrosse Program and helped to build a thriving and successful program there. He was on the board of directors of the Mass Bay Girls Lacrosse League and served as head of sportsmanship and compliance. We want to honor my husband this year by presenting this scholarship. It will be an annual scholarship in the amount of $500 to Brooke Yema. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have a treat here in the middle of our program. We have a little musical selection, and while they come out and get set up, why don't we everybody just stand up for a second, right? Just stretch your legs. It's a good opportunity while the string quartet comes on out and gets set up. You guys have enough light? Okay. All right, so let's take a seat, and I just want to introduce, this is a string quartet, part of our string program. They were here just last night with stringed players from grades 4 through 12 with a tremendous concert, and this is Mr. Terosian's arrangement of a Coldplay song, so have at it, guys.
All right, good evening, everyone. So it gives me great pleasure to award the Leadership in Service Academy Honor Cords right now. So if you want to hold your applause, I'm going to call up the following students: Jane Atwood, Julie Freitas, Fiona Hill, Duncan McNeil, Isabel Mendoza. And we don't have a high honor in the Academy, but if we did, the following 4 students would definitely get that because they just have gone way above and beyond the past 4 years they participated. That would be Liam McDonough, Nate McCarthy, Connor Heilman, and Bella Doyle. Okay, and then, hold on, don't go anywhere. We're going to go in reverse. Congratulations, you guys. So I also have the privilege of awarding the Merrimack Fire Department Hose Company Scholarship this evening. And it's a scholarship we've been doing for a few years. Academic achievement plays a role, but it's not the deciding factor. The deciding factor is desire, drive, and a passion to pursue a life of public service. It gives me great pleasure to give this scholarship to Miss Bella Doyle.
Congratulations.
And I'm going to turn the podium over to Mr. Smith.
All right. So our next scholarship is supported by donations from the district teachers. I'd like to invite the following students up for the Pentucket Association of Teachers scholarships: Jasula Anderson, Joseph Callahan, Giovanna Della Fuente, Victoria Kelleher, Emilio O'Brien, and Alec Peretti. So our next scholarship is the West Newbury Garden Club Scholarship. Both of these individuals were selected for their academics as well as their interests and contributions to the environment. Alana will be furthering her education at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, and Liza, Colby College. So Alana, Joachim, and Liza Russell. Our next scholarship is the Bagnell PTA Scholarship, and this goes to a graduating senior who attended the Bagnell School and is a resident of Groveland. Emily was awarded this scholarship for her service to the community and her school. Emily will be furthering her education at Xavier University. Emily Sties. Our next scholarship is the Groveland Garden Club Scholarship. This is awarded to a student for furthering their education in horticulture, floriculture, landscape design, forestry, conservation, or environmental issues. Jacob will be furthering his education at Keene State College. Jacob Dixon. Our next scholarship is the Fred R. Parker Memorial Scholarship. Samantha was chosen based on her community service involvement and her academic record. Samantha will be furthering education at St. Anselm College. Samantha Matthews. And the next scholarship is the Labadini Memorial Scholarship. Olivia was chosen based on her intended major, grades, attendance, involvement in the community and school activities, in addition to knowing the importance of continuing her education. Olivia will be furthering education at Belmont University. Olivia Edick.
The next scholarship is the Duncan Kimball Memorial Scholarship. Duncan Kimball was a Groveland resident who graduated from Pentucket Regional High School in 1976. He was a three-sport athlete. He played football, basketball, and tennis. He was a kind, generous, and fun-loving student athlete who always had a smile and would go out of his way to help anyone. It was a tragic loss for everyone who knew and loved Duncan when he passed. He was an organ donor and donated over 400 recipients. Duncan's spirit lives on. He would be so pleased to know that he could help a Pentucket student go on to bigger and better things. This year, Duncan Kimball Memorial Scholarship goes to Liam Murray. The next award is from the Exchange Club of Haverhill ACE Award. The ACE Award is a $500 award that recognizes a high school student who has overcome great physical, emotional, or social obstacles and is now eligible for high school graduation. Kyle Costello is receiving the ACE Award and will be furthering his education at Worcester Polytechnical Institute. Congratulations, Kyle. The next award is the Salem 5 Charitable Foundation Scholarship. This goes to a graduating senior who is planning to further his or her education in the field of finance, accounting, and/or business management. Madeline Gatchell is receiving this award and will be furthering her education at Merrimack College. Congratulations, Maddie. The Tara Minicello Class of 2003 Memorial Scholarship is going this year to Autumn West. Congratulations to Autumn. The award is for a graduating senior that has been involved in extracurricular activities and how it has shaped her high school career. Autumn will be furthering her education at Simmons College. The next award is the Pentucket Kiwanis Club Scholarship. This is for a graduating senior who has been actively involved in community service and extracurricular activities and demonstrates good character. Epke will be furthering her education at Roger Williams University. Congratulations to Epke Paquette. The next award is the Merrimack PTO Scholarship. This is for a graduating senior that resides in the town of Merrimack. Selection was based on a combination of academic standing, school, and community activities, as well as an essay submitted. This student will be furthering her education at Northeastern University. The next scholarship is going to the same student, the Anna Jakes Hospital Scholarship, awarded to a student who is going to Northeastern University to pursue a medical career. Congratulations to Sarah Kern for both of these scholarships. Next is the Folensby Memorial Scholarship, awarded to a student who is heading to the University of Maine to pursue a career in a medical field. Congratulations to Kristen Davies. The Florence Evans Bushy Scholarship this year goes to Haley Clemens. This scholarship is awarded to a West Newbury graduate furthering their education at the college level. Haley would be attending the University of Maine. I'd like to introduce Ms. Cavallaro and Mr. Jakes for the Student Council Awards.
Good evening. Tonight, Mr. Jakes and I would like to take a moment to recognize 6 amazing leaders who have made an enormous contribution to the Pentucket Student Council over the past 4 years. During their tenure, they have spent countless hours organizing fundraisers and events for all of you to enjoy. They have lugged thousands of chairs, driven minivans full of food, blown up millions of balloons, and created hours of playlists. Cleaned our building until it sparkles, and even caught fainting blood donors. It is with great
prestige. It is with great prestige that we award this year's Student Council scholarships to Melina Demarcatu, Alana Joachim, Graham Sampu, Lucas Walbach, and our co-presidents, Olivia Duby and Savannah Silva. And next up is Mr. Dr. Todd Rulon. Sorry. Mr. Doctor.
Good evening. I'm going to start by recognizing a community service recipient. This award goes out to the student who has logged the most community service hours in her 4 years of high school. And it's no surprise, an outstanding, kind-hearted individual, Jesse Anderson. Who blew us off this evening. I'm also here for the Instructional Aid Awards, and for those of you that don't know, the instructional aides assist the teachers in all aspects of the classroom, whether it's lesson planning and especially working with the students. And these students have been recognized by the teachers for the tremendous work that they've did and the impact that they've made with the students they've worked with. First is Chloe Binding, Giovanna De La Fuente, Claudia Chidsey, Amelia O'Brien, and Epke Paquette. new uniform. Then on behalf of the English department, I'd like to recognize the following students for their growth, hard work, and contribution to English class over the last 4 years. Melanie Adams, so I'll just go through them, I guess. Megan Rodriguez-Cal, Olivia Edick, Liza Russell, Alana Joachim, Paul Smith, Amelia O'Brien, Jillian Wong, and Cassie Wright. You're out of order. There you go. And I'd like to introduce Mike Stevens, the chair of the Social Studies Department.
Good evening. On behalf of the Social Studies Department, congratulations to the class for 2018. Yeah. The Social Studies Award is presented to those seniors who, in the opinion of the department, have contributed in the past 4 years, made special contributions to their classes through their participation, their enthusiasm, their scholarship, and their work ethic. Would the following students please come forward? Olivia Edick, Sarah Kern, Thomas Mora Cook, Nicholas Murphy, Skylar Smith, and Autumn West. Our next presenter will be Mr. Hickey.
The math department would like to recognize the following seniors for their academic achievement and their growth this year. We'd like to thank them for their hard work and persistence when faced with solving complex problems. They have demonstrated comprehension of mathematical concepts through the ability to think logically, reflect, justify their solutions, and communicate them effectively. I'd like to recognize the following seniors: Jesse Anderson, Christopher Burek, Olivia Edick, Myron Lacey, Jared McIntosh, and Jacob Wangler. I'd like to introduce from the Science and Technology Department, Pam Dyke.
Congratulations, class of 2018. I'm proud of you all. So I'm here to give out the Outstanding Academic Achievement in Science and Technology, and the recipients are Chris Bauer, Claudia Chidsey, Maddie Shute, Dana Della Pilera, Noah Elias Guy, Matt Maloney, Emily McFarland, Thomas Moore Cook, Liza Russell, Graham Sampu, Skylar Smith, Emily Sties, and Autumn West. Congratulations. Up next is Mrs. Hackett from Foreign Language.
Good evening. Ms. Caballero and I have the great pleasure to present the awards for outstanding academic achievement in foreign language. Can the following students please come to the stage? Jasula Anderson, Joshua Mower, Sarah Kern, Nicholas Murphy, and Benjamin Rhodes. Congratulations, and I would like to welcome Dan Thornton to the podium.
All right, Sachems, you guys ready? So next up, we have the Sachem Award, which we've been giving out for probably close to 10 years now. You could do a fist bump, that's okay, I saw that. So this is an award that is, it's basically based on an MVP status. And when we say MVP, it's not the most valuable player, it's more looked at as a most valuable people. And this is something that we look at, and I talk to a lot of the coaches, and again, it's not even a senior award, it more embodies the 4 years that you put in here as Pentucket Sachems at the high school. And again, it's not about winning state championships, although some of you have. It could be no wins, it could be no championships, it could be no all-stars. But what you did is you took the time to be there for your teammates, and you probably went to practices early, you probably stayed late to help clean up, you were a good sportsman on the fields, on the ice, on the playing surfaces that you guys were on. And as a result of that, over 4 years, your class has accumulated close to 50 sportsmanship awards in the Cape Ann League. So one could argue that maybe the sportsmanship awards go to the teams that come in last place. Again, we really value those sorts of awards that are out there, and it's people like you guys who keep this up, and you keep this tradition going on here at Pentucket Regional High School, and you just keep passing along. So I really thank you guys on behalf of Pentucket Regional High School. So let's call them up. We have Joe Callahan, Jake Dixon, Ethan Dorr, Rachel Drislane, Julie Freitas, Ashlyn Haley, Sage Tedisco, Sarah Kern, Matt Maloney, Sammy Matthews, Connor Malone, Siobhan O'Keefe, and Ellison Seymour. Where's Sammy? Joe's not here? Sarah Kern. You have any more? You guys didn't get it. It's gonna be a couple. Ellison? Here they are. The Sachem Awards. And now Kate the Great is going to be up here to help us out with the Movement Science Athletics Academy Awards.
We would like to present the following awards to students in the Movement Science and Athletics Academy: Juliette Bellevaux, Caroline Cloutier, Jessica Colbert, Rachel Drislane, Taylor Fitzpatrick, Emily Jampa, Abigail Gobang, Sarah Kern, Abigail Catola, Emily McFarland, Isabel Mendoza, Cara O'Friel, Siobhan O'Keefe, Laurel O'Masta, Megan O'Neill, Jessica Pascal, Alec Perotti, Christopher Proto, Megan Rodriguez Cowell, Liza Russell, Ellison Seymour, Kelsey Shane, Savannah Silva, Ashley Thistlewood, Sage Tedisco, and Autumn West. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. Good. And now Mr. McDonald will come up with the STEM awards.
Okay, good evening, everybody, class of 2018. Doesn't seem like too long ago when I had you in 7th or 8th grade in the old STEM classroom, or maybe in the last 4 years in the 805. It's crazy how fast time flies. I think it was your class I went on the only Washington, D.C. trip I went on. So we get some history. Anyway, before we start with this, I just wanted to say a few words, and this one, Mr. Jakes and Mr. Hickey might appreciate this one. So a mathematician, a physicist, and an engineer are all given identical rubber balls and told to find the volume. They're given anything they want to measure it and have all the time they need. The mathematician pulls out a measuring tape and records the circumference. He then divides by 2 times pi to get the radius, cubes that, multiplies by pi again, and then multiplies by 4/3 and thereby calculates the volume. Sound right? The physicist gets a bucket of water, places 1.00000 gallons of water in the bucket, drops in the ball, and measures the displacement of 6 significant figures. And the engineer, he writes down the serial number of the ball and looks it up. So, I didn't make that up. That totally came online. So, and another one. To the optimist, the glass is half full. To the pessimist, the glass is half empty. And to the engineer, the glass is twice as big as it needs to be. It's really awesome to hear about some of the students that are going off to school for engineering. Some of you I know because I've had you more recently in high school in the STEM class, and some I can recall, like I said, from when I might have had you in 8th grade. But now's an important time in America to be pursuing engineering. There's an estimated 3 million jobs that are unfilled in America because not enough workers have the necessary STEM skills to do that. And that gap is only going to widen as automation continues to displace workers who drive cars, bag groceries, work on the factory floor. So it's imperative that we build a healthy pipeline of workers educated in STEM who not only can run these machines, but who can also innovate and create solutions to urgent national and international problems, which leads me to the STEM Innovation Academy. According to business and entrepreneur blogger Amrita Shukla, innovation may be defined as exploiting new ideas leading to the creation of a new product, process, or service. It is not just the invention of a new idea that's important, but it's actually bringing it to market, putting into practice, and exploiting it in a manner that leads to new products, services, or systems that add value or improve quality. That's what you guys have to do now. And not just the kids going to engineering schools, but all of you as you get older and you really know how to live that independent life. These are some of the opportunities and choices that we're hoping you guys can go after. Today we need innovators more than any time before. Every organization and business are feeling the impact of globalization, migration, technological and knowledge revolutions, climate change issues. Innovation will bring added value and widen the employment base. Innovation is imperative if the quality of life in these trying circumstances is to improve. Innovation will make the world a better place for the younger generation. And I couldn't agree more with those words from the article, and I'm honored to award the following students for their hard work, determination, and most of all, their innovative mindset when it comes to problem solving and independent learning. So before I hand out the cords for the Innovation Academy members, I also want to recognize 2 students in particular. One who we found out earlier is not here, and maybe someone could send him a text right now and tell him I'm doing this for him, but Nathan Candage. I've had the pleasure of teaching him since he was in middle school. He eagerly demonstrated his high interest and skill for building things and was always agreeable to my suggestions for making prototypes better. A true testament to the engineering design process. Congratulations, Nathan Candage, for the STEM Innovation Academy Award. The next student And you may come up, and then we'll start the process of everyone else coming up for the chords. But for this student, she's become a true poster child for promoting women in STEM. From her middle school successes in STEM class and the STEM fair, to her dedicated interest in both participating in college-level engineering camps over the summer and on vacations and on weekends, and workshops, to facilitating STEM summer programs and after-school clubs. She has developed a wealth of experience, knowledge, and skills that will certainly lead to her success as a college student and professional engineer. I am very proud to recognize Nicole McClung with the STEM Innovation Academy Award. Thanks, come on. This is for you. Hang on to that. And maybe you can help me pass these on. Those, so we can just, when they come up. Okay, so to recognize the students, the seniors who have participated in STEM classes, whether it was with me or Miss Kelly, or even just combined with your math and sciences, but have expressed, that interest in pursuing engineering. The folks that were being recognized tonight, and come on up, are going to be Emily Sties, Kat Townsend, Danielle Arsenal, Min Backrack, Eddie Beard, Chris Belleville, Nathaniel Candidge, Connor Heilman, Andrew Klazowski, Chucky Knowles, come on now, I'll give you these. Nathan McCarthy, Nicole McClung, Jared McIntosh, Connor Malone, Chris Proto, Ty Richard, Nick Sheehan, and Nick Sheehan. All right. So guys, rock these on Saturday. Congratulations. All right, let me give.
I'll blink out. Can't forget about Mr. Franklin, so he's the OG. I really had the pleasure.
Bill? Yeah, right. Anything?
Thanks, man.
Ski.
Thanks, dog.
Where's Chucky? See him? Chucky? Be nice, be nice. Nate? Nicole? Where's Nicole?
You can dab me out.
Jared, what now?
You can dab me out.
Connor? Chris? Protect them. All right. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. You're welcome, buddy. And now, Ms. Nato.
Oh, I look forward to speaking publicly all year. But it is with great pleasure that I announce to you the award recipients for the Fine and Performing Arts Department this evening. I speak for all the teachers in the department when I say we are very proud of our students and their accomplishments, and we're happy to honor you tonight. At this time, I'm going to start with the Music Conservatory recognitions, and then I'm just going to go to the music department individual awards, and then we'll come back to the Pentucket Arts Academy, so it's a little skip in the program. So at this time, would the following music students please come forward to be recognized for your work in the Pentucket Music Conservatory as members who have earned 25 or more credits in your area of study. Christopher Bauer, Christopher Burak, Noah Elias Guy, Laurel Omasta, Alec Parati, Derek Scala, Jacob Wengler, and Jillian Wong. If you could just stay up here for a minute and maybe spread out 4 and 4. How's that? So that everybody can see you. Okay. So now I'm going to announce the recipients of the music awards. And if you could just step forward if your name is called. To help us in the selection process for these student awards in the department, the teachers meet and define exactly what does this award mean and represent. We use a consistent set of criteria to identify individuals that have been in our classes and deserving of this award. We look for students that demonstrate the following: a passion for their craft, significant personal growth, perseverance and willingness to take risks, someone who looks at a challenge less as an obstacle but more as an opportunity to learn, prolific engagement in and out of class, contributions to the artistic growth and success of their peers, the program, Pentucket High School, and the greater Pentucket community. It's a really difficult process because so many of our students really step up to the challenge. This year, Derek Scala will be awarded the Louis Armstrong Award. So just step forward, and then I'll give you, if you just step forward, then I'll give you your certificate in a second. Great. Laura Lomaster will receive the John Philip Sousa Band Award. Jacob Wengler will also receive the John Philip Sousa Band Award. And Alec Parati will receive our Percussion Award. I didn't get to shake everybody's hands before. Thank you. Thank you all for your... Okay. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Pentucket Arts Academy recognitions. And if the following students would please come forward to be recognized for your work in theater, video production, or visual arts, and as a Pentucket Arts Academy member who have earned 25 or more credits in one of these areas of study. Melanie Adams, Samantha Athanasopoulos, Christopher Bauer, Madison Shute, Olivia Doobie, Daria Engelke, Grace Giannatsis, Victoria Kelleher, Delaney McFarland, Maxwell Masterson, Epke Paquette, Jessica Pasco, and Savannah Silva. All right, now we're going to move on to the individual awards. The Drama Award this year will go to Savannah Silva. The Musical Theater Award will go to Olivia Doobie. Visual Arts Award will go to Samantha Athanasopoulos. Grace Maxis, Maxwell Masterson, and Pentucket. And the Video Production Award will go to Madison Shute. I want to thank all these students and the students in the Music Conservatory for their hard work all year long. You really deserve it. And you are all really valued members of the department. We will not forget you and all your contributions. Thank you very much.
So that brings our evening of awards to a close, and I just want to echo what we've said all night, which is we're really proud of all of you and all of the hard work and all of the accomplishments, and we look forward to a couple more days of celebrating leading up to graduation on Saturday. So at the close of our ceremony, there are light refreshments in the cafeteria, so please make your way there and get a chance to talk a little bit more. Thank you for coming, and good night.